Angels say a wealthy man is about to relocate you because you did this. What if I told you that right now, at this very moment? The universe has already positioned a wealthy benefactor in your path, and they're about to change the trajectory of your entire life by inviting you to relocate to a place of unprecedented opportunity. But here's the twist. This isn't happening by accident. This wealthy individual has been divinely positioned to notice something specific about you, something you may not even realize you're radiating. Within the next 30 minutes, you're going to discover the exact character trait, the precise spiritual alignment, and the undeniable faith principle that makes you magnetic to divine provision and sudden elevation. You're going to learn why angels have been whispering about your relocation, and it all comes down to one powerful thing you've been doing that you didn't even know was working in your favor. If you've ever felt like God was preparing something bigger for you, something that requires movement, transition, or a complete change of scenery, then this message is for you today. Before we dive deeper, I want to invite you to comment in the section below one single phrase that represents your readiness. Type "I receive" if you're open to what God is about to reveal to you. This simple act of faith opens the spiritual door, and I promise you, the synchronicities that follow will remind you why you took this step today. Welcome to God's Message Today channel, where divine truth meets your personal destiny. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss a message that's literally meant to reach you at exactly the right time. The algorithm doesn't bring everyone to this video, but if you're here, there's a divine reason. Let's begin. There's a principle at work in the universe that most people completely overlook. They're too busy chasing money, pushing harder, networking more aggressively, posting more content, and exhausting themselves trying to force their way into success. But the wealthiest men and women on this planet, the ones who attract opportunity like magnets, they know something fundamentally different. They understand that relocation, whether literal or spiritual, always follows righteousness. When you align yourself with integrity, when you become the kind of person that others instinctively trust, when you operate from a place of genuine service rather than self-seeking ambition, something shifts in the spiritual realm. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 18:12, "Before a man's heart comes pride, but humility comes before honor." This isn't just poetic language. This is a description of how the universe actually operates. Pride pushes people away. It creates resistance. It makes doors close. But humility, genuine humility rooted in your faith and your connection to something greater than yourself, it creates an opening. When a wealthy man or woman encounters someone operating in authentic humility, they feel it. They sense it. And more importantly, they want to invest in that person, collaborate with that person, and yes, elevate that person to new levels of opportunity. Think about the people in your life who seem to have everything handed to them. It's not luck. It's not an accident. It's because they've cultivated a spiritual magnetism through consistent integrity, through keeping their word, through serving others without expecting immediate return, and through maintaining an unwavering faith that God is orchestrating their elevation. These are the people who suddenly get invited to exclusive opportunities. These are the people who wake up one day to a message from someone influential who says, "I've been watching you, and I want to partner with you. There's a place I want you to come to, where your talents will flourish, where your income will multiply, where your influence will expand." But it all started with them doing something that nobody was watching for, that nobody was rewarding them for in the moment. They did it anyway because their faith was rooted in a higher principle, not in immediate gratification. The number one thing that attracts divine relocation, that catches the attention of angels, and creates pathways for wealthy individuals to cross your path, is your commitment to integrity when it costs you something, when nobody's looking, when it would be easier to cut corners, when you could get away with it. This is where the real work happens. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Notice it doesn't say, "Seek first your success, your comfort, your financial security, or even your relocation." It says, "Seek righteousness first. Seek alignment with divine principles first. Seek to become the kind of person that reflects God's character first." And then, as a natural consequence, as a spiritual law at work, everything else is added unto you. I want you to imagine something for a moment. A wealthy entrepreneur is looking to expand their business to a new city. They need someone they can completely trust, someone who will represent their brand, their values, their vision, without compromise. They're not looking for the most aggressive person. They're not looking for the person willing to cut ethical corners for faster profits. They're looking for someone solid, someone whose word means something, someone who has proven through small actions that they can be trusted with larger responsibilities. That person moves to the new city. That person gets relocated with a salary package they never dreamed possible. That person's life transforms. But it all happened because somewhere, in a moment when nobody was watching, they chose integrity over convenience. They chose to do the right thing when the wrong thing would have been easier and more profitable. They chose to keep their word even when it cost them something. This is what the Bible means when it says in Luke 16:10, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." God and the universe, and yes, wealthy investors, they're all observing how you handle the small things. Are you honest on your taxes when it would be easy to fudge? Are you faithful to your commitments when nobody would know if you weren't? Are you delivering your best work even when the payment is small? These are the invisible tests that determine whether you're ready for relocation, for elevation, for the kind of opportunity that changes everything. Here's something that shocks most people. The pathway to wealth is often paved with generosity, not hoarding. The wealthy men and women who are about to relocate you, who are about to open doors for you, they themselves operate from a principle of generosity. They didn't get to their position by gripping money with a closed fist. They got there by understanding the spiritual principle of multiplication through giving. Proverbs 11:24 and 25 says, "One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Do you see the principle? Generosity is not a financial loss. Generosity is an investment in spiritual multiplication. When you give, when you serve, when you help others without keeping a scorecard, you're literally activating the law of attraction and the laws of God that govern abundance. Now, I'm not saying generosity means you give away your rent money or your children's food. That's not faith. That's foolishness. True generosity operates from abundance consciousness, which means you're secure enough in your foundation, you're trusting enough in God's provision that you can bless others from your overflow. You can mentor someone for free because you know God will multiply your investment. You can help a friend move without expecting payment because you understand reciprocity is a cosmic principle, not a transactional agreement. The wealthy man who's about to relocate you, he's watching how you treat service, how you give your time, how you honor others. When he sees someone operating in genuine generosity, when he sees someone serving without an immediate reward motive, something activates in his consciousness. He thinks, "This is someone I want to build with. This is someone who understands something fundamental about how the world actually works. This is someone whose values align with mine." One of the most magnetic qualities a person can have is unshakable faith in the midst of uncertainty. Not blind faith, but tested faith. Faith that has been refined through difficulty and has emerged stronger. When you maintain your belief that God is working things out for you, even when you can't see the progress, even when the circumstances look impossible, you're radiating something powerful. Isaiah 43:19 tells us, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." This is the principle of divine preparation. While you're going through the wilderness season, while it looks like nothing is happening, while you're frustrated that you're still in the same place, God is literally preparing a way. He's orchestrating circumstances. He's positioning people. He's creating opportunities that aren't visible yet. The wealthy entrepreneur doesn't want to partner with someone who is constantly anxious, constantly doubtful, constantly complaining about their circumstances. That energy is draining. That energy attracts scarcity. Instead, they want to partner with someone who carries quiet confidence, who has proven resilience, who genuinely believes that their situation is temporary and transformation is coming. That's the energy that says, "This person will handle challenges without falling apart. This person will represent my brand with confidence. This person is ready for elevation." When you maintain faith in your relocation, when you truly believe that God is moving you to a place of greater prosperity and purpose, you stop vibrating at the frequency of scarcity and desperation. You start attracting people and circumstances that match that elevated frequency. The wealthy man notices it. The divine connection that leads to your relocation begins to form. Here's a truth that cuts through so much mediocrity. The people who are elevated to the next level are the ones who mastered their current level. They didn't phone it in while waiting for the big break. They didn't do the bare minimum while hoping for opportunity. They showed up with full excellence to whatever assignment was in front of them, knowing that excellence is the spiritual equivalent of preparation. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." Every task you do, no matter how small, no matter how invisible the recognition, is actually being seen by God and by the universe. It's being noted. It's building your spiritual resume. Think about it this way. If a wealthy man is considering relocating you, the first thing he's going to do is observe how you perform in your current position. Does your work show excellence? Do you take pride in what you do? Do you deliver more than what's required? Or do you do the absolute minimum and then complain that nobody recognizes you? The choice is obvious. Excellence attracts investment. Mediocrity repels it. When you commit to excellence in your current assignment, something shifts not just externally but internally. You develop confidence. You develop competence. You develop a track record. You create a reputation. And that reputation reaches the ears of people who have the power to relocate you, to elevate you, to completely transform your circumstances. Suddenly, your name is mentioned in rooms you're not even in. Suddenly, doors open that you never knocked on. One of the most telling signs that someone is ready for relocation is their clarity about purpose. When you know why you're here, when you understand that your talents and abilities are meant to serve something larger than your own comfort, when you're driven by contribution rather than consumption, you become irresistible to the universe and to the people who orchestrate opportunity. Jeremiah 29:11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." This is saying that God has already designed your trajectory. He's already prepared the place you're meant to be. Your job is to align with that purpose, not to force your way into something your ego wants. The wealthy man seeking someone to relocate doesn't just want to fill a position, he wants someone whose gifts actually match the role. He wants someone for whom this relocation isn't just a paycheck, but a calling. Because when someone is aligned with their purpose, when they're operating from a place of authentic contribution, their work quality is different. Their commitment is different. Their resilience during challenges is different. They're not going to quit when it gets hard, because they're not there for the money. They're there for the mission. When you clarify your purpose, when you align your talents with a meaningful contribution, you stop competing with everyone else for generic opportunities. Instead, you become the obvious choice for specific opportunities that match your design. The relocation that's coming for you isn't random. It's tailored. It's specific to who you are and what you're meant to do. Here's where most people stumble on their pathway to elevation. They achieve a little success and their ego expands. They get a promotion and suddenly they forget where they came from. They make some money and they start treating people differently. This is the exact opposite of what keeps the door open for relocation and divine favor. Proverbs 22:3 says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." In the context of spiritual elevation, this means that the wise person who receives blessing understands that it could be taken away at any moment. They maintain humility. They remember God. They stay grounded. They treat people with the same respect, whether that person is the CEO or the janitor. This consistency of character is what keeps blessings flowing. The wealthy man who's looking for someone to relocate is often running from other people who had success and let it go to their heads. He's learned the hard way that money amplifies character. If someone is arrogant when they have little, they'll be insufferable when they have much. If someone is disrespectful to people below them in the hierarchy, they can't be trusted with power. But if someone maintains genuine humility despite their achievements, if they stay connected to their values, even as their circumstances improve, that's someone you want building your legacy. When you choose humility, when you remember that your talents are a gift and not something you earned through your own brilliance. When you serve people with the same grace regardless of their status, you're building a spiritual foundation that attracts sustained blessing. This is what makes you ready for the kind of relocation that doesn't just elevate your paycheck, but transforms your entire life trajectory. Finally, and this is crucial, the thing that attracts divine relocation and the attention of wealthy benefactors is your willingness to trust God's timing rather than forcing outcomes through desperation. Desperate energy repels. Desperate people make poor decisions, appear unstable, and attract predatory situations. But people who are secure in their faith, who genuinely believe that their opportunity is coming and they're willing to wait for it, they attract quality people and circumstances. Philippians 4, 6, and 7 tells us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This peace is attractive. This peace is magnetic. When you carry inner peace despite outer uncertainty, you're literally changing the frequency you're vibrating at. The wealthy entrepreneur wants to work with someone who doesn't need the money desperately, because desperate people make poor decisions. He wants someone who wants the opportunity because it aligns with their purpose, not because they're starving. He wants someone who's so secure in their faith and their value that they can walk away from bad situations. He wants someone whose inner peace cannot be disturbed by temporary setbacks. When you stop desperately seeking relocation and instead align yourself with the principles that attract it, when you trust that God is orchestrating your elevation, when you maintain peace while you're preparing, everything changes. The wealthy man notices it. The divine timing aligns, and suddenly you're getting relocated not because you chased it, but because it was meant to find you. When you combine all of these principles, when you become a person of integrity, generosity, unwavering faith, excellence, purpose alignment, humility, and divine trust, something remarkable happens. You become attractive to opportunity at a level that most people never experience. You become the kind of person that angels whisper about. You become the person that the universe says, "Yes, this one is ready. This one deserves elevation. This one will steward opportunity well." And that's when the wealthy man appears. That's when the relocation is offered. That's when your life trajectory shifts so dramatically that people around you start asking, "How did this happen? How did you get so fortunate?" And the answer is simple. You did the inner work. You aligned with divine principles. You became the person who was ready, and opportunity had no choice but to find you. The invitation to relocate isn't just about a new job or a new city. It's about God saying, "You've passed the test. You've proven yourself. Now I'm going to expand your territory. I'm going to multiply your influence. I'm going to put you in a position where your gifts can flourish at a level you never imagined." That's the relocation angels whisper about. That's the elevation that comes when you do the one thing that actually matters. You align yourself with righteousness, and everything else follows. Before we close, I want to ask you to do something powerful. In the comments below, I want you to type "blessed and ready." These two words are a declaration. You're telling God, you're telling the universe, you're telling yourself that you're ready for what's coming. You're ready for the relocation. You're ready for the elevation. You're ready for the wealthy man who's been divinely positioned to change your life. When you make this declaration, you're shifting something in the spiritual realm. You're opening a door that stays open. If this message resonated with you, if you felt something shift inside as you heard these truths, please like this video. Your engagement helps this message reach other people who need to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to God's Message Today channel. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a message that's meant for you. We post divine guidance regularly, messages that are specifically designed to activate your faith, to align you with abundance, and to prepare you for the blessings that are already on their way to you. Share this video with someone you love, someone who needs to hear that their relocation is coming, someone who needs to remember that they're ready for elevation. Send it to a friend, a family member, someone in your circle who's waiting for their breakthrough. Sometimes the person who needs to hear this message most is the one you've been thinking about. Trust that instinct. And here's something I want to add for those of you who have been blessed by this channel, who feel that what we're doing here is making a real difference in your spiritual journey. Consider supporting God's Message Today channel through super thanks or a donation. These contributions help us continue creating content that reaches thousands of people, that activates faith in hearts that need it most, that prepares people for the divine relocations and elevations that are coming for them. Your support isn't just a financial transaction. It's a partnership in spreading divine truth. It's an investment in the spiritual awakening of others. Before I go, I want to leave you with this. The relocation you're waiting for has already been prepared. The wealthy man who's about to change your trajectory already knows who you are. The angels are already orchestrating the details. Your job right now, in this moment, is to align yourself with the principles that attract it. Choose integrity, practice generosity, maintain unshakable faith, deliver excellence, stay connected to your purpose, humble yourself, trust God's timing. Do these things and watch what happens. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for opening your heart to this message. Thank you for declaring your readiness. Come back soon, because there's always another divine message waiting for you. God bless you, and may your relocation be swift, your elevation be abundant, and your new chapter be everything you've been dreaming of.